I told you I wanted a beer, and I wasn't lying. What's up? What's up? I have no idea how many people are in here. I have no idea. I guess I could probably. Yo, Azevedo. Oh man, I thought I did something to offend you. I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up, buddy? Let me just go on to my thing just so I can keep an eye on how many people are here. Because if nobody's like hanging out, then yeah, then I'm not gonna like. Oh, six of you. What's up? All right, and this is also how I make sure that I can that I'm showing you the right screen and stuff. How's things, guys? How's things? Let me jump right into it. We've been chopping a little bit, so not that much to see right now. I'm not opposed to taking a trade, just like a couple weeks ago when we traded. But please ask any questions that you have about anything, and then we'll get going. Currently, right now, I'm up on the day, which I am going to talk about in the weekly recap. Probably towards the end, I'm up. I think you can see down here, $272. Actually, I'll just bring this up quick. So I've taken 4 trades. One was a break even. I'm up 272 on the day. I'll show you the whole week, but as you can see, one major thing that I've changed, guys, I've only taken 4 trades. I said in the Discord earlier in the week that I wanted to limit my trades to 3 to 4 trades a day, and I've been good with that all week, and it's been a game changer. This is my first green week in, I think, 4 weeks. So that's really, really awesome. For anybody that's new and doesn't know, this is a simulated account, okay? Because I am trading the Top Step Combine, which is a prop firm that gives me money to trade with after I prove to them that I can be a successful trader. If you want more about that, there's a link down in the description below. You can get 20% off the Combine. I did do a lot of videos on the main channel about that, so I won't get into that too much. But yeah, that's why I'm trading on a sim account. Sorry, I had to yell at the dog. All right, so that's why I'm trading on this account. But yeah, so I'll recap the trades that I took today and kind of why I traded them. As always, guys, I'm also using Bookmap. All right, Bookmap is been really, really amazing visual level 2 for me. I've really, really liked it. I don't think it's necessarily needed for trading, but it was just a better level 2 interpretation for me. It's just a little bit better. I just like it a little bit more. Finally ready to start wheeling. Yes. That's a great news, Robin. Cheers to you guys. I don't drink during the week, but it's Friday, and I only have a 1 mile run today, so I'm having a beer. And I just want to shout out my wife. She was named New York State Master Teacher today, which is a really, really big effing deal. Really, really big deal. So this is Inside Trade of 8. I took a very, very early in the day break-even trade, just trying to catch this downward movement. I wanted to see if we were going to continue down. Nice tight stop. It didn't, and good thing I took a stop because it went right against me. This was break-even, so that's the one break-even on the day. And then we kind of chopped around and consolidated here for a while, and I knew that I wasn't going to be taking trades unless we broke below that with strength or unless we broke above that with strength. The purple line on here is the 200-day moving average. I added that this week just to kind of see what I like about it. I haven't really decided if I'm going to keep it or not. We are looking at the 200 tick chart. So I've been trading the tick chart now for about 3 weeks. It's a little bit different. Here's, for an example, like what the 3-minute chart looks like, where every bar is going to be 3 minutes. On the tick chart, every bar is 2,000 ticks of action, regardless of the volume of that action. Just been a little bit cleaner, a little less wiki. I've liked it a lot. So the purple line is going to be that 200 moving average, and then the white line is going to be VWAP. So as we kept coming up and touching this VWAP resistance, VWAP resistance, VWAP resistance, as well as the 200-day moving average, I knew that I wasn't going to be looking for longs until we broke above that. I've been using the MACD just for confirmation of direction, really. And we can see, I said in the Discord, I alerted in the Discord, not alerted, I hate to use that word, but I told people if we broke above 45, that I was going to be looking for longs targeting the high of this swing over here. And pretty much as soon as that happened, as to plan, the MACD was very bullish. We were above the 0 on the MACD. It broke through its strength. I saw that strength over here on the book map as well. Aaron, you know my pup. And my kid's screaming, congratulations. Oh, that's so cute. So we broke through its strength, guys. I got long. I had a limit order set, so I did not have to get in there. That's one thing I will say. I've been waiting for the move to happen and then clicking into the order and then missing a couple points of move. So now I've been setting the part of my plan. So I had everything set. Everything is on a 3-point stop. Got in, targeted the high of that swing, came up, hit it, boom, perfect trade. This got me $262.52. We then continued the upward movement, pretty much came up to value high, came back down, tested that 200-day moving average again. And then once again, we found a little bit of consolidation here for a little bit. And once again, I tried to play the breakout. As soon as we broke out, this was actually a fibs move. If we look at, let me see where this chart is here. I think it's going to be, yeah, it's this chart. Yeah. So I've been trading with the fibs for about a month now. So that last move that I showed you was right in this area here. So I was looking for a break above, no, it was right here. I was looking for a break above the fibs, and then I ended up getting stopped out. So that just didn't work. Also the pivots too, I've been trading on those. Those have been really, really helpful as well. There's my kids crying. Let me just go close that door. I'll be right back. For anybody that has kids, or doesn't have kids, that's what happens when you ask for a candy cane and it's your 100th candy cane of the day and you don't get one. So that was here, just got stopped out, broke above, same thing, had my market order set, and then I got stopped out, no big deal, but I still like the plan. I'm still looking to take that breakout. So once again, this is a great example, guys, this trade of you can always re-enter, right? So I took the trade, the entry was just a little off, popped through. Once I popped through, I got long, got stopped out. I still liked it. It consolidated, came back down, retested, pulled right back up. Pretty much said I want the same exact play. Got in again. This was with liquidity in the book map. Broke through, consolidated a little bit. Some liquidity popped up on the book map that showed a little bit of resistance. So I exited the trade and I got 187.50. This one I lost 162. So that's what got me to my gross 287. Kind of what I'm looking for right now. It is power hour. It is the right before the Christmas break. So not really sure what we're going to see. We have a slight uptrend. Okay. We just broke value area high and just came back and retested this. Mostly looking at trading view as far as when I'm going to be entering trades is kind of my confirmation. So if we come over here and we look at this, I'm drawing fibs this way. Now I can kind of actually change that because we just made a higher high. So I'll just bring that up here. If you guys aren't really curious or not sure about the fibs, it's just another confirmation method, guys. Just like any other indicator that you use, it's just ways to check off more confirmation boxes. I used to think that indicators were for triggering entries, but it's really not. And I used to think that people with a lot of screens open, like that was just stupid. But now I'm seeing that for me as a new trader, as much confirmation as I can get, that's what's a good thing. So when I was having not a lot of success, I was using one or two things as entries. Now I have to make sure that I'm breaking above the fib level that I want. I have to make sure I'm not approaching a pivot level on the SPY that I want. And I also have to make sure my MACD is in the right direction, all that. So that's what's really helped me be a lot more patient this week, because now instead of checking one or two boxes for confirmation, now I'm checking like 5 or 6 boxes for confirmation. And as we saw with the stop loss, that still doesn't mean it's going to work. Nothing's perfect, but I've just been taking a lot less trades and they've been a lot more quality trades. And if you're in the Discord early in the week, you know that I'm still a little trigger happy getting out and getting profit. I really do have to let some things run. So in this case right here, I'm not really looking to go long anywhere. We're definitely long bias. We're up a little more than 0.5% on the day. But pretty much what I'm looking for is a break of this 172, this 72 level, and this is on the S&P ES minis. And then once I get that break above with strength, I'll confirm it with the book map. And then we can pretty much look to maybe ride up this pivot point. We have a pivot yesterday here on the SPY. So that might be a little area that I might watch if I just want to scalp before the end of the day. But definitely green on the day. So it's going to have to be a pretty A+ setup for me to want to do that. If we look on the book map now, we see like there's a ton of liquidity up here and also down here, which shows that it's kind of wants to ping pong and bounce between these two levels. It's only 315. Like I said, the volume today in general, the books have been very, very thin, as expected. You know, that's definitely expected. But we'll see. Just because we're green doesn't mean we're not going to get a trade in. Still, I'm reading the chat. Yeah, no, mine's on the full day. I just have it like a little mini chart. It includes the extended hours. And I found even when you turn them off and turn them on, I'm not trying to play exactly into the pivots. So I found them to be pretty close. But yeah, no, mine do have the extended hours on them. Yeah, market makers are definitely in Miami already, just hanging out. What's up, Jeff? Jeff, do you like day trading today or do you hate day trading today? I know it's a little all over the place for me as well. Definitely like it this week. It's been a tough week, man. It's been a tough week trading for me. A tough month, I mean. But I just needed to refocus and not let the Top Step Combine really, really get into my head. And I've said it once, I'll say it again. The Top Step Combine has made me a better trader. It has made me a much, much better trader. And I'm glad that I lost their money and not mine. There's also a link to a book map if you like this sort of look and you want to check out, you know, just the visual level too. The thing that I really, really love about it, what it's been helping me do is stay in trades, right? Because when we see this blue with not a lot of liquidity, it helps me, you know that we can move through this blue and that we're really only going to slow down when we reach high levels of liquidity. So I've been using it more not to enter, but to stay in trades. I've been using it more for exits. And also what I like about it, on your normal DOM and your normal level 2, you can't go back and see all the liquidity that was like back here, right? This is at 3 o'clock, all right? So it's like to go back and look that far back, you can't see that with the standard level 2. So I just like the visual history, the past levels, and we can scroll out. I'm just going to scroll and see how far we can go. Yeah, it gets a little crappy. I'm also running everything on my MacBook Pro. So you can see where liquidity stacked up throughout the day, and you can zoom in literally to like the microsecond, which is freaking crazy. But I just like to zoom it out, and you can make the volume bubbles and stuff. So I really won't turn to the book map now until I'm in a trade because it helps me just confirm. When I went upstairs, Tara was like, "You're already live streaming?" I'm like, yeah, I did before she got home. So really not looking to do anything until we make new highs. And it's really, really tough to go long when we make new highs. I would like to see a pop maybe to like 76, and then I'll pull back to the high of the day, and then we'll see if we can take off and get a little bit of pop. So far, up 20 points on the day, the S&P 500, the SPY, and not the SPY, the ES, up 21 points, 0.45, so 55, so pretty much right at break even. I also sold to close for all you people that have been watching my wheels. I sold to close that long call that I had that I showed in the video that I released yesterday. So now my Robinhood portfolio is strictly just the wheel, which is kind of cool. I just planted new tomatoes for the winter season down here. So like my basement smells like dirt and like not musty, moldy, but like just wet soil. Love growing vegetables. Love growing vegetables in the winter. It's one of my favorite things. How's the storm treating all you guys? Where are you guys coming in from? Jeff, are you guys getting winter down there? Yeah, man. All types of tomatoes. We got peppers. I mean, they got plum tomatoes. We got beef steak potatoes. We got different types of cherry tomatoes. Sun Gold cherry tomatoes are my favorite. We got a bunch. I like peppers, but peppers like it a little cool. And the tent is usually like 79 degrees, so it's a little bit warm actually for the peppers. So just tomatoes. I want to get into like microgreens. I always see that as like a side hobby. I'm like, oh, microgreens. If we don't see anything, guys, I'll get to the week recap on the combine. So pumped that I didn't get reset this week. Yeah, we got the cold front coming in. We woke up today, it was 53 degrees, and we have a low of 10 tonight. The cold front's hitting us tonight. I'm seating 20 adults for dinner for Christmas, so I'm hoping the weather, maybe some of them cancel. It's always 66 degrees in SoCal. Always, every day, 66 degrees. 19. Do you even have clothes for 19? I know when you came here last January, it was cold. Pittsburgh minus, there we go, Vensky. Yeah, that is it right there. Minus 10. Sounds good in Pittsburgh. Jeff, I talked about you in my end of the year review video. It's going to come out a week from today, but check that out. Definitely made fun of you a little bit. Yeah, minus 10's frozen. Robin, even 17, that's cold for you guys too, right? Robin, you were in the year-end review video as well. You guys have pictures of the meetup? You gotta like send me some pictures from the meetup, because I want to maybe throw them in when I edit. If you guys have pictures from that meetup we did in January, send them over, please. No cold weather gear that isn't camo. That's all right. Good thing it's Texas, right? One of the teachers at work today walked by and saw, is my head blocking this? Is my head blocking the equity? Yeah. Hold on, let me show. Well, anyway, up here next to the account, it says equity. And they were like, dude, you got $150,000 in this account? I was like, yes, but it's a long story. Thanks, Robin. I knew you would. Send it over if you could. Also, too, I posted in the community tab, guys, a trader that I admire a lot, Trades by Matt. He does an end of the year charity stream, and I told him, and he always does the Children's Foundation, St. Jude's, and throughout the year I've become closer with him, and I was telling him about the 28th being my brother Dominic's birthday, and whose football jersey's on the other side of this camera, and he's like, oh man, maybe we'll do suicide prevention this year, you know? And I'm like, if you do it, I'll stream. And I'm like, all right. He's like, but I got to put it up for a vote. I'm like, I get it, Elon, whatever you got to do. So it's not looking good. But if you want to help me out, go to Trades by Matt, go to his community tab, and vote for suicide prevention, and tell him in the comments that I sent you. And if suicide prevention wins, I'm going to stream that Wednesday as well with him, and it'll be a charity stream, and I'll like donate all my winnings. Ooh, breaking market structure. Let's go. See, here's the tough thing about like this breaking the market structure right now, which is okay. But like if we look to the left, I don't want to mess around with this downside. I mean, we can kind of draw fibs, but we're running out of the day. I don't want to mess with all of this. This is messy. That's kind of back to these confirmations that I have. So these 3 bars here, this is called the value area. This yellow line here is the most volume conducted at this price on the day. And this is strictly just from the regular trading session, not the overnight session. Once again, on the 2000 tick chart. And then this is the value area high, value area low. So 70% of all volume happened between these two levels. It's kind of just a reminder to me to make sure that if I'm making trades in this zone, they better be clean. They better be clean moves. This is kind of like, I guess, the range, like the chop. So I definitely don't want to play into volume, and I don't really want to play out of volume. So I talked about this a couple of weeks ago when we streamed, and it was like all these lines and stuff on the chart, and I kind of got rid of them because I felt like I was going to be like a little bit of a noob for having them because so many people just trade on volume. And I found out like, yeah, I can eliminate some, I can get rid of some, I can add some. And at the end of the day, if you want to have a million lines in your chart because that makes you a better trader, go for it. I don't give a shit. And what I found was when I was trading privately, I had everything on the chart and I was trading well. And then when I was streaming or when I was posting screenshots, I was getting rid of indicators to make it look like I was just trading volume and VWAP. And then I was like, well, that's kind of dumb. So if you want to make fun of me for having too many charts and using pivots and using fibs and using MACDs, go for it. I don't really give a shit. I had a great year trading. Great year. Not trades by Matt good, but pretty good. Pretty good. And definitely getting a partner up with Top Step has been awesome. And I just partnered up with Bookmap as well. And these partnerships, guys, when they call me, generally you'd think like that I have to pitch myself to them. I pretty much have them pitch to me, and not in like a conceited way or anything like that, but I tell people like, yeah, I'm using your product. Like, what can we do? And it's not life-changing money, guys. Just want you to know that. But I used Bookmap for a month, and they reached out. They're like, I see you using Bookmap. I'm like, I am. I like it. They're like, maybe we could partner up, and Bookmap is actually going to be giving me free licenses coming up in the new year, which is going to be great. So if you're in my Discord and you're trading and you like Bookmap, I'm going to be doing giveaways and things like that. That's the type of partnerships. It's not money. It's more like, hey, how can we help your community? And how can you help my community? So like I'll do a live stream on their Discord, and then they'll give me a couple licenses that I can give to my community. So that's awesome. And like Top Step, they give me like education. They show me things. Like it's nice. But I'm pretty much making affiliate marketing with them. So that's why when I pitch it, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I wish I wasn't day trading with my own money this whole year. I wish I would have, because even if I would have lost every month, I would have only lost $100 or so, $130, $120 on the Top Step Combine every month, as opposed to like January, February, March, where I was losing like $5,000-$10,000 a month. Yeah, the pivots are nice. And the pivots are so easy to throw on there too. Yeah. No, Bookmap is cool, man. But like I said, it's just like any tool. If you don't use it, it's not like I said, when I first got it, I had it like as my primary screen, and I was like, I need to have this screen open all the time. And it was doing this, it was doing that. But like I said, then I became too dependent on it. I think there was like one day where I was like down for like an hour, and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to trade? And it's like, I can't like worry about things like that. But then I found out too, the best, like I said, I mentioned before, I like it after I'm in a trade. I like watching it move through these low levels of liquidity in this blue area up to a high level of liquidity up here, and saying, okay, let's move my stop. So many times in the Discord, you'll hear me say like, I had a target and then liquidity popped up on the Bookmap. That's me like watching these green bubbles go up and having my target set up here, and then boom, 64 or red line shows up. I'm going to get out. I'm not going to wait for it to like fight through there. So that's kind of like how I've been using it. My brother's a utility worker. He's a lineman, and I think his Christmas just got ruined. Usually he comes over every Friday for happy hour, and I I think with this storm and this weather, he's going to be forced on. I feel so bad for him. But he works outside every day. He loves his life, so I guess it's not too bad. But I think he actually got a pretty good Thanksgiving. He didn't get forced on, but he's been forced on for like 2 days now. It's brutal. Those linemen out there, I know utility companies, it sucks when the lights go out, but until my brother like worked for the utility, I didn't realize how important those guys really were. And girls. You know what I mean when I say guys. Nobody cancel me. I'm going to read this, Matthew. That's why I'm looking down. Yeah, Matthew, that's going to happen. Bag holding happens and averaging down happens. You know, like kind of like what I did with Peloton. I just got some puts on it and averaged down and it worked out. You know, it's just like holding a stock, right? If it goes down, you have two choices: bag hold, sell, or average down. Same as with options. I don't think it's necessarily harder because I'm trading weeklies with low deltas and I know how to roll. So like assignment isn't really a big deal. So it's really hard work from like Monday to Wednesday because Monday I place and then by Wednesday or Thursday I'm looking to roll. So I don't really find it sucks when you write a put and then it tumbles. But like I said, if it tumbles on Tuesday, you roll it. If it tumbles on Wednesday, you're like, I don't know. I haven't found it. If I'm being honest, I haven't found it to be that big of a deal. If anything, maybe the premiums are down because in a bear market, volatility tends to be down, IV, and IV raises the premium. When it was a bull market, you know, the world was waiting for it to crash and burn. So the IV was a little bit higher, and those growth stocks and those tech stocks had insane premiums. Insane. Like Vuzi now, who's non-existent, like those premiums in the early Vuzi days when Aaron Azevedo said it was going to be $60, like that was a $10 stock that had $100 weekly premiums. It was insane. So I think it's just finding the right stock for you. And the video I just made talk about Google. Like Google's down a shit ton, but the premiums are really, really good. And it's just about finding stocks. But if you want things assigned, or if you're going to expiration, I guess it could be more annoying, but I'm going to make a full video about my yearly, how much I made this year in the wheel. And if you've seen any of the videos, you've seen the spreadsheet and how many average days I hold. I don't hold more than like 3 days. So it's pretty much just been, whoop. What's up, Luciano? 60 in 20 years, maybe, bud. I hope so. It's a good company. So we got the two, like I said, this is kind of tough. It's kind of the end of the day. Market makers are like, being a New York City guy, especially with the storms, all my banking friends that work in the city are already home. They're already home. But we'll see. We'll see. We might get a bounce. You never know. Merry Christmas to you, bud. Thank you. Cheers. 3:33. I mean, I'm at least going to finish this beer and have another beer. So thanks for hanging out, y'all. 16 people in here. You can give the video a thumbs up. I'll plug myself everywhere Brad Finn runs. What's up, Brad Finn runs? No problem, Matthew. Yeah, and I think the volatility stocks too, like I've been I was criticized during the bull run for being so conservative with my stock picks. And I guess kind of that protected me in a way, but you live and you learn, you know, and there's simple rules and things you can follow with the covered call, and your basis is to, you know, protect yourself in covered calls. There is downside risk in the puts, but you can always average down. Like I said, like with Peloton, I YOLO'd, I got burnt, but at least I knew that like, all right, it's a $10 stock. It's not going to be $2. Right. So I felt confident. I guess it's hindsight. It's easy for me to say that. When it was 50, I said it would never be 25. But when it was 10, the likelihood of it being 2 is a lot less likely for me. And I really thought they were going to do a CEO change. So for that huge bag hold, it was easy for me to average down and pick up 100 more shares for $900, knowing that it was just so I could write more calls and break even quicker. Where like if you're doing a stock where it crashes to 10 and you're like I've been kind of clowning on Tesla, but like Tesla's a great example. There are still people out there that when it went from 175 to 150 thought 150 was a great price. And then there was even more people that was like when it went from 150 to 125 that Tesla was a good price. And there's people that thought when it was 200 it was a good price. And those people that are like bag holding Tesla at like $230 or so, and they might be in a position where they're like, all right, well, do I write puts again? Like Tesla's going to be a $50 stock, and people just need to realize that. So it's like depends on the stock too. Like some stocks have a lot more room to go down. So I guess that's kind of the good thing about wheeling these low $50 stocks or so. Are they going to go to zero if you pick good ones, dividend aristocrats? Like I always say for the wheel to pick, not really going to happen. Tesla's going to be $50. It's going to be, I said it here first. You guys can screenshot this. It's going to be $50. All right, that's one. You guys ever ran a mile with a couple beers in you? For the people that are watching Brad Finn runs, I am going to crush 500 miles for the year. See, we just got this like up channel. Kind of just bounced off of it. Maybe we'll just do the recap. I don't know if we're going to get a trade in here because I don't want to trade until we get back above 70 and even have a pullback when we're running out of time. You guys want to see me do an intro again? I think last time I got it in like one take, I think. All right, here comes the intro for the video, for the recap. I think this is good. I always raise my voice in intro, so shout out to Charity Idea. I want to, like, I looked at the votes. It was like 60-40 with 1,000 votes. So it's like, I need like 500 votes to get the suicide. I told him maybe I'll just do it myself anyway. But like when there's 14 people in here, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make that much money. I'd rather promote his stream and just blast St. Jude's and get like 25 grand on St. Jude's and like take away from that, My dehumidifier just kicked on. Hold on. Let me go shut the door for the memes. Can you hear it? I don't know. I'm like an audio weirdo. I guess the mic's right here. You probably can't hear my dehumidifier. Tomatoes don't like humidity. So it's been a couple weeks, guys, of me looking like a complete donkey inside the Top Step Combine, but finally a green week. And I did make some changes. I want to talk about the changes that I made this week inside the Top Step Combine that finally gave me a green week and got me back to the trading that I've been used to for the last couple months. Okay, and then we take a sip. We think about what's next. Before we get started, guys, I just want to say it's not great to be changing different trading philosophies or different styles, but it's definitely good to refocus on the things that have made you successful. Like going back and looking at journals, talking to mentors, things like that. Those are the changes that I've made this week. I haven't changed my setup. I haven't changed my edge. I've just changed the way that I entered the market. My mindset is the major thing that changed. And if you're trading, you know that mindset just screws with you all of the time. You're up, you're down, the highs are high, the lows are even lower. But when you focus your mind, then you can be a little bit more disciplined. That's where I see more success. That's the second part. Now we have to do the plug, try and make a couple bucks. If you are new to the channel, guys, I have partnered up with the Top Step. Oh, that's a bad one. We got to say that again. And I always go, when I screw up. If you guys are new to the channel, I have partnered up with Top Step. I am trading on the Top Step Combine, pretty much trading with other people's money. It's great. Instead of losing my own money, I can lose theirs. If you are interested in prop firms or you want to trade with other people's money, there is a link down in the description below. You could check it out and get yourself 20% off any combine you choose. Azevedo, see you later, buddy. I appreciate you. Happy Christmas. Let me bring up the Top Step screen. Actually, let me show today first. Bye, Robin. Bye. Oh, you don't want to see me make a video? You don't want to see how I did this week? Fine. Fine, go back to work. You only saw today. You don't know how I did the week. So today, guys, is Friday. I am right here live on YouTube over in Bradfin Day Trades, trading the power hour and not much going on, kind of chopping before the holiday. I took 4 trades today, which got me a profit today, finally a green day on top of a green week of $272.70. Let's look at the whole week in general. One thing I do want you to see about today, and this has been a major theme for me this week, is the number of trades that I took this week. If you've been following along, you know that I was taking 14, 15, sometimes 20 trades in a day. I was over trading. I was forcing things to try and get to a quote profit target, to look good for the Discord, to look good for YouTube. I really wasn't keeping my edge, and I really wasn't working on high quality setups. And that was something that I decided, or that I knew that I wanted to do this weekend. I got in the Discord. I said, guys, I got to cut down my trading a lot, and I'm going to maximize, high quality setups and try and make trades that really fit my edge and really fit the different indicators and different confirmations that I really love. And this has been the theme all week, and I think that's really the major reason why I've been so green. Today, 4 trades. I took a break-even trade. We've talked in the past, if you've seen my last videos, I've had really, really high largest trades, really, really high losing trades as compared to winning trades. This is an ideal day for me. I took a losing trade, but a small, nice stop loss, and my winning trades have been bigger than my losers, which for some reason inside the Top Step Combine, I've just not been able to do so far. Thank you, Luciano. I appreciate you, bud. Hope you guys are able to have some cocktails. Let me move this here. So this is the entire week, guys, from the 18th to the 23rd. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah is pretty much over, and any other holidays there are. But we can see 18 trades. This used to be like a one day. So for me, 18 trades, 11 winners, 5 losers, a couple break even, nice 60% win rate. That's kind of where I've been. Wow, excuse me. My largest winning trade, 262, and for the first time in as far as I can back as or I can remember, that is bigger than my biggest losing trade. My average winning trade is a little bit lower than my average loser, but as you can see, I do have these break evens just above to cover commissions, because I hate when I put it at break even and then I lose like $6 or $7 on commissions. Budweiser just clears out my throat. This week I lost $66 in commissions and was profitable on the week, $283. I'm still down on this reset, but I'll show you the different resets that I've taken inside the Top Step dashboard, and we can see that I'm definitely on the path to success. I'm feeling good about it, and like I said, this week has really, really been a good week, and I even started down. Right. And the reset was last week, and it was like, I'm not feeling good about it. I started low, but then I said, I got to make some changes. I got to be a little bit more disciplined with my entries. And that's what's led to my success. Way less trades, but better trades. I want to be a YouTuber, guys. This is how you do it. It's not that big of a deal. Top Step. Top step, top step, top step, top step. You don't know my best words. Here I am. Oh, no, that's the actual. I need to go to this. Top step, top step, top step, top step. I just got to go regular topstep.com. Log in, log in, log in. Let me just for the video's sake. What did I say I did? 266 today? $272. Good for me. $272. I like it. So here's this week on the Top Step dashboard, guys. When you get into the combine, they give you all of these stats. They give you discipline reports. It's been great. They update this every day at 6:15 when the next day market opens. So we're not going to see it, but you can see flat line. You're like, oh, Brad, great job, man. You kind of just sat around and bounced. This was last week. So this was Friday. I lost $1,200, and that's when I was like, no, I'm not going down the same path. If we go back and we look at the former reports, this one, step one, I tried it. Great. Ditched it. I was using 2 contracts. I was stupid. Then I fought getting it shut down, and I got reset. Stupid. We saw it. Nothing changed. I thought that was just like bad luck. I was being dumb. And it was like, oh, flat. And then boom, I got my ass kicked again. No good. This week, I'm trading 1 contract, not 2. I'm not trying to reach the profit. I'm just trying to be successful. And then Friday, I was like, boom, all right, $1,200. You're an idiot. That's when I got inside the Discord. I was like, guys, 1 contract, 3 trades a day. That's it. I was like, okay, I lost $150. That's fine. Then I went up 255. Awesome. Down. Then I got an 113. Then I lost 209. Today up 277. So it's going to pop up right here. Guys, I'm not shooting up to the profit target and things aren't amazing, but they're a lot more consistent, and this is what Top Step has done for me. It has made me a more consistent trader. It's made me refocus, and I'm going to be entering next week very, very happy with where I am. I got myself in a little bit of hole, but the last one we saw these spikes, big spikes up, big spikes down. This is me staying consistent in a choppy market right before the holidays and knowing that when things get a little bit leveled out after the holidays, if I keep to a tight amount of contracts I want to trade, and if I keep to good setups, that things will eventually work out and I'll start moving in the right direction. It might take me a long time. I thought I had to pass the combine in like a week. No. If it takes me 2 months, I don't care because I want to be successful and I want to pass this program. You guys have any questions before I get out of here about anything I showed you? So we'll let this market chop around and do whatever. Sorry, guys, that was gross. So we're going to let this market chop around for the last 10 minutes of the day. We're going to enjoy our holiday weekend. The markets are closed on Monday, so we'll be back on Tuesday trading the Top Step Combine. Again, once said, if you want more details about the Top Step Combine, you can head down to my previous videos about it. I will link them in the comments down below. They will be pinned. You can kind of get an idea of why I want to do it. A little bit more detail if this is the first video you've seen. Also, you can jump in the Discord and talk with us. There's a couple of people doing this exact same thing, trying to pass the Top Step Combine, bouncing ideas off one another, and then we'll become successful traders, and they will continue to pay us to trade for them. And all we have to do is give them a 10% cut of our profits. Seems like a pretty good deal for me. Guys, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas, amazing New Year's. Some more videos to come out here on the main channel next week that I've already recorded because I'm trying to think ahead because I know that I'm going to be enjoying myself over this Christmas break. Cheers to you guys. I appreciate you, and have an amazing day. I love the dad jokes. I love them. Michael, enjoy that. Enjoy the week off, man. Enjoy the week off. Is this really going to pump right now for the last 10 minutes? Are we going to have to take a trade? I just did all that. Imagine, like, that's when you hear, like, hey, guys, it's Future Brad. I know I just recorded that video, but then the market started to pump with 4 minutes to go, and I had to take a trade. No, guys, I'm going to lock this up. I'm gonna take my 272. Feels good to have a green week. And I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to continue to do this. Most of you guys are in my Discord, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You make my life better. And until I catch you guys on the next one, stay positive. Work really, really hard, and I beg you, find a way to be